Well, today was a surprising day coming back from PDXCon. Fresh off the release of 1.6, I find myself looking on the forums at 1.7 Bradbury. That's right, 1.7 Bradbury has officially been announced. And right now, as of this very moment, it is not content specific at all. Right now, it is a multiplayer rework patch that is in the works to make multiplayer experiences a little bit more interesting and a little bit more stable. Paradox games in the past have been notorious for not having particularly stable multiplayer systems with a lot of quote-unquote desyncs happening, where games completely go to a halt or end because one player can no longer connect to anybody else. However, if you participate in the multiplayer testing, then apparently you will be able to get a new species portrait, which is this one. It is the shrimp, of course, which is in the appearance atrophoid category, and as you can see, there it is right next to creatures of the void. It's kind of cool, actually. I'm not entirely sure whether or not this is exclusive to this multiplayer test, or whether or not it's going to be released in 1.7. However, if you do want to get your hands on it in general, you may want to jump in and actually play the 1.7 beta. And how do you do that? Go to the towards Steam, right-click on Stellaris, go to betas, well, go to properties, then betas, and then from the drop-down menu, select 1.7 Bradbury. Now, aside from Bradbury being the current update, it also kind of potentially illustrates what the next expansion is going to be about. For instance, in 1.5 Banks, of course based on Ian Banks, which is obviously known for his culture books with a lot of focus on megastructures as well as cultural and societal development and the, how should I call this, or at least what was the term, the outside context problem, which is something that is heavily discussed within his books, or at least one of them. So yeah, we've got the wonderful and only Mr. Bradbury taking part of this one. So Bradbury is a very interesting character within the realm of sci-fi. He is known for such books like Fahrenheit 451, which is the story about a man in a dystopian society which has the job of burning books as well as the houses of people that illegally are owning these. It's pretty much on par with such stories as 1984 or A Brave New World by Orwell and Huxley, respectively, and is actually kind of interesting in the context of what we can expect. Ray Bradbury was known for writing books about dystopian societies, dictatorialism, simulation, the ripple effect, and good examples of this would be the classic short stories of The Veldt, which is a short story about two children who have a playroom called The Veldt that they do not want to leave, and the creatures that they have created by the room dispose of their parents in a rather unsavory fashion. Then there is The Sound of Thunder, which is a time travel related story, which is about how tiny effects have ripples, and this is commonly referred to as also the butterfly effect, where a character in the book stands on a butterfly within the time travel scenario that he finds himself in, and tiny differences start popping up within society as he returns to the future. Also such things as, what other works is he known for? Well, obviously Fahrenheit 451, but also a whole bunch of other ones, such as There Will Be, Come Soft Rains, etc. So overall, Ray Bradbury is a very interesting character, and I'm really interested to see whether or not 1.7 and potentially accompanying DLC will delve more into these sort of sci-fi stories. And like I've said in the past, sci-fi is a canvas of infinite story potential, and especially with Ray Bradbury's stories about dictatorialism and anti-technological development in terms of unnecessarily stuff. is something that may be addressed. So this is my question to you. Down in the comments, let's have a discussion. Let's have a discussion about what Bradbury could mean in terms of this 1.7 expansion. What can we expect? Fahrenheit 451, obviously a groundbreaking story about dystopia. Or is it going to be about simulations, such as the Velt, the sound of thunder as the ripple effect, something happens and something else happens, etc., etc. Or are we going to see something completely different, and is this one giant red herring that is being held in front of us, and is the expansion actually going to be called something completely different? Let's have some discussion down in the comments. If you like this video, feel free to drop it a like, and of course, if you're brand new, feel free to drop a subscribe. Of course, if you thought that I was waffling on way too much and you would rather see a garbage video, feel free to hit the dislike one as well. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, take good care of yourselves and each other.